And welcome everybody. We are so glad to have you here today. This is a forum for mentors or teachers or parents of potential interns at MadLearn. We're going to tell you all about MadLearn. We're going to tell you all about our internship program, but this forum was specifically created for mentors, teachers, parents, any adults that are involved in the life of that intern, of that student. Just as a little bit of a background, we've been running our virtual internship program for almost 7 years now, and we have learned a lot through the process. And one of the things that we realized was important was for us to engage with our mentors, with our advisors, with our parents or teachers who are also involved in the life of that student. So this is a short 30-minute time for us to get together, to learn a little bit more about the process, but also to ask questions and make sure that we can collectively, as a team, help your students be successful through an internship at our company. First things first, we want to do some introductions. So my name is Alethea Master, and I am an educator turned entrepreneur. I am the CEO of MadLearn, and so thrilled to be here with so many members of my fabulous team and be able to share some time with you today. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but I do want to make sure that we can highlight and introduce our phenomenal head of internships, Doreen Frimpong. Doreen, tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, everyone. It's amazing to be here. I'm so glad you were able to join. My name is Doreen Frimpong, as Alethea mentioned. I'm joining from Accra, Ghana. I've been working remotely with MadLearn for a few years now. I've been with MadLearn for 6 years, and for most of those years, I've been working remotely from Accra, Ghana, and that's the beauty of working in a global team. I'm head of internships at MadLearn, and I'm also marketing coordinator. I do everything marketing, as well as make sure that our internship program runs smoothly from start to finish. So it's good to be here, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Doreen. And we also have two special members of our curriculum and implementation team, Mr. Greg Stone, who's our Director of Curriculum and Implementation, and Ms. Alexandra Cummernis, who is our Curriculum and Implementation Specialist. They are absolutely a part of, as our whole team is not here today, but our whole global team is a part of every intern's experience with us. And Greg and Alexandra are here to share some of their experience as well. Say hello, Greg. Alexandra.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
It's nice to be here.
Yes.
Wonderful. And a special treat, we actually have two of our interns that are joining us also today. So you will be able to hear a little bit from them as we go through our forum today. But we do have two interns who are also joining us here today, who are current and past interns who can share some of their experiences and help answer some questions as well. So Selana and Opwine, welcome. We are so glad that you're here. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, so just to start off, I wanted for us to talk a little bit about internships and why they're important. You're here today, or you're watching this video today because your student applied for an internship at our company. And we know one of the reasons actually that we started our internship program is when we started our company way back when, about 9 years ago. I'm a millennial, and I thought, it'd be great to have a bunch of young folks right out of college to be on our team and to have all this young blood in our company for us to build something new together. We realized a few years into that our kids graduating from college were also not prepared to be in the workforce and to have their first job. And so we took a step back and we said, you know what, we need to start at this a little bit earlier than college, and really work with middle school and high school students to be able to allow them to come into our company, intern with us, see what it's like, understand what the real world of virtual work and global work is like, and also help them figure out what they're interested in, what they're not interested in, what they're good at, what they're not good at. So a couple of word cloud things here in terms of why internships are important, but they're helping you with your career. They're authentic. They're helping you figure out your interests, getting you experience, something that you could write about on a resume potentially, helping you gain industry knowledge of different kinds of industries and what exists in the world. So really, really, truly an important experience for any of our students to have. Sometimes we can do those internships in person. Sometimes we may not have access to the kind of team or the kind of company that we're interested in locally. So let's open it up to a virtual internship possibility, especially at companies like us, which, by the way, there's more virtual and global companies now than ever before, but allow students to have that kind of a virtual experience even through their internship. Ceylana, I'm gonna call on you for a quick second because you started interning with us, even though you didn't think you were interested in technology. You're an artist. You are phenomenally talented with drawing. You showed us in the interview, you showed us some of your drawings on paper that you had created. And you did a lot with us through your internship, but tell me one reason why you thought your internship with us was important to you.
Well, one thing or reason it was important to me was because I wanted to try out something new and learn how to work in a workforce area. And mostly when you see technology, you don't see art inside of it, but the fact that I was able to use art and find a way to still enjoy doing technology or internship with the hobby that I like was really a good experience for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And by the way, we're going to see some of her work and some of the things that she's done when she talks about art and technology intersecting. So thank you, Ceylana, for sharing that. So our objectives here today are simple. Really, we want to tell you a little bit about our company so you know what your students are going to be entering into. So a little bit about us. What are the goals of our internship program? What's the process of getting into the program and how does it work? What do we have laid out? And what is that process? Once a student is accepted into the internship program, what is the structure of the internship? Typically, how does it work? What happens? And then finally, and most importantly, what we need from you. Your responsibilities as a mentor, a teacher, a guide, or a parent for your student during that internship. What are some things that you can help us with to help it be as successful as possible for your kids? So a little bit about Madlearn. We are an education technology company. All of the work that we do is in K-12 schools, mostly in the United States. We have a program that is app development for students. MAD stands for mobile app development. And that's what we're teaching kids how to do. Build and launch their very own apps and do it in really fun, really exciting ways using no code or lots of code, depending on where they are. That's our focus. That's what we do. We have almost 50,000 students across the country that we work with through schools, through school districts to bring app development to the classroom. Again, today's focus is on our internship and how we can help support our interns. This is a little bit of a picture of our team. We are a global team. We have team members in India, in Ghana, and in the United States. And like I said, we've been around for about 9 years. So we are a wonderful, global, and diverse, dedicated group of people. And the reason we came together is to solve for this problem. You've heard this number probably before, but we have a very, very big gap in the number of open computing jobs in our country and the people to fill them. So what we are doing at Madlearn is figuring out how to get students interested in computer science, building an app as an example, because we know these phones are, for better or for worse, what our kids are addicted to. Ceylana can attest to that. She can't live without her phone, and that's okay. But we know that there's such a big gap in our economy for this skill. And we can only help do that if we fill this gap, is if we get more kids interested. We want kids to be consumers, not just consumers, but creators of technology, and really focus on creating and building things. So code is one part of creation. You can code and become a coder, and that's awesome. That's great. Fun fact, I don't know how to code, but I run a tech company. And I say this because to be involved with technology, you can also be an artist like Ceylana. You can be an idea person. You can be a talker person like me. You can be a tester. You can be a salesperson. You can be a support person. So many different ways to help support and create and build technology in addition to actual coding. If that's what you like and that's what you want to do, all power to you, because we need more of you. So again, we're mobile app development. It's a tool, an online product that we've developed to build your app start to finish, a curriculum that's aligned to standards, and training and support that we have for our teachers across the board. Everything that we do at MadLearn is based on design thinking principles. This is also what our internship focus is making sure students go through the design thinking process when they're solving a problem or working on a project with us. So what are our goals? Why do we have our internship program? What are the goals of our internship? Doreen, tell us a little bit about this.
So our internship program, as Alethea mentioned, has been around for a long time. And so these are the goals that we have been focused on over the years. First one is that it's open to everyone, wherever you are, no matter where you find yourself, you can apply to be part of our internship program. In the past, we've had students from all over the world. We've had students from Canada join us, India. We currently have a student intern in Nigeria interning with us. So we have students all over the world, and you are able to intern with us no matter where you are, because our internship is a virtual one. And then we also aim at connecting students with each other. So even though they're working on individual projects, they also get to work as a team. They also get to work with each other and learn from each other. That's one of our core values, to make sure that students are learning and connecting with each other. We believe so much in networking, and so that is also one of the importance of interning with us. Also, we believe in sharpening your skills. So skills pay the bills, as we know, and so it's important that our students sharpen their skills as they intern with us, and so they are learning what it feels like, or what it is like to work in the real world. We're giving them real work. They are doing real work, as you will see in later slides. And so sharpening their skills is one of the importance of the goals of interning with us. And also, like we said, we prepare students for future careers. We're just not looking at them interning with us and leaving without taking anything with them. They're actually learning what it is like to work in the real world, and they are preparing themselves for the future. So that's also one of our goals. And also the final one is to make them do meaningful work, as I mentioned a little before. So we're not just making them do photocopies for us, or just prepare coffee or things like that. They're actually doing real work. They are helping us build an amazing product, and they are learning in the process. So these are our core goals, and our students will attest to the fact that they've learned so much interning with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Doreen. And who better to hear from than our interns? So we're going to play this video that has some of our interns sharing their voices with us. Do me a favor and just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the sound okay when I play it, okay?
Hi, my name is Adviti Kathidi, and I was a project management intern for MadLearn this summer. Being an intern for MadLearn, I was able to learn about marketing strategies and get the opportunity to organize my own workshop on how to use their platform to build apps and get to share that with other students.
Hello, my name is Ceylana. I'm an 11th grader in Gwinnett High School, Florida. I learned about MadLearn through a program at school called Gear Up. And when I heard that MadLearn was about creating an app, I immediately joined because I enjoy making apps.
My name is Jeffrey Bloss from my name, and I just wanted to share my experience with my internship with MadLearn. So I started off by hearing about this beautiful company through a congressional app challenge. And through that, there was a winners conference where I was able to learn about this company and how they were offering different things like for the community, such as an opportunity for young coders to be able to learn how to develop apps.
Hi, my name is Hajan Bouchoud. I was an intern with MathLearn for about a month or so. Just want to say a special thank you to the MathLearn team as well as Doreen for making the internship a super comfortable experience, making me feel really welcomed, as well as teaching me a lot of things like entrepreneurship and like stuff about app development. Really eye-opening, and I really hope to intern with them again in the near future.
Hi everyone, my name is Mahati Gopinathan and I was one of MathLearn's virtual interns this past summer. During my internship, I got to work alongside an incredible global team and I was given a lot of opportunities to broaden my own personal interests.
My name is Sarah Nasser and I live in New York City. I am a senior at the Young Women's Leadership School of Astoria and have been a virtual intern for MathLearn. During my time with MathLearn, I did a variety of tasks, such as creating an app with the MathLearn interface, brainstorming ideas for MathLearn's new product, and typing 2 blogs.
Hello, my name is Rain King, and I work with MathLearn during the summer of 2021. While there, I was doing video editing. I like working with a lot of people from around the world, and I would definitely recommend it to other people.
Throughout these 3 months, I was able to create so much, and being able to do so much, I got the opportunity to really expand on my ideas and really just improve as a person in total. And I really have the team to thank for that. They were so incredibly helpful.
By the end of the year, there was an option to sign up for an internship, which I quickly signed because I thought it would be cool to start interning with them. And now I've been interning for 2 months, drawing avatars for their website and banners. And I deeply enjoy it, and I hope next summer I can do it again.
I immediately looked into getting an internship with this wonderful company. And once I did so, I feel like that was the best decision I made. Every single person on the team as well, I'd like to thank each and every single one of them as well. They were all really nice, and my experience for them was actually really blessed because of not only was it a really good experience, but also I got the tasks that I actually wanted to do. And overall, I'll give the internship experience that I did over the summer a 10 out of 10, completely amazing, and I totally recommend it.
The 2 things I loved the most about my MathLearn internship was how kind and welcoming everyone was from day one and the amount of flexibility I got within my projects. Although I was initially interested in coding and the coding aspect of MathLearn, I grew to become interested in user design, and I was able to explore that interest through projects and through mentors who helped me learn. I'm really grateful for my MathLearn experience because it made me feel so accepted and welcomed into the tech community. And also I was in an environment where I was able to use my creativity while learning from both the other interns and the rest of the team.
This MathLearn virtual internship program was a great opportunity for virtual interns to learn essential skills such as time management, professional communication, and skills that pertain to using online platforms. The MathLearn virtual internship program is a great internship program for students. I highly recommend other students to apply for this virtual internship program.
For any future interns that want to as well intern in this company, MathLearn is it's a company that I know will impact a lot of people in the future, as well as I know it already is, and it's impacting thousands of students around the world that also want to learn more about app developing, and I truly encourage it.
I'm really thankful for everything I was able to do this summer. So thank you, MathLearn, for giving me the opportunity to be your intern.
So from the mouth of babes, those are some experiences that you got to hear. Here's some examples. So speaking of those avatars that Ceylana made, these are some things that she designed that are currently on our website. If you log in, if you sign up for a free trial to MathLearn and log in, you will see the ability for you to pick an avatar for your profile all of those were designed by one of our interns who's right here with us today. So very exciting to see real work happen and it be applied to the company and the solutions the problems that we're facing, the solutions that we need to figure out. So the students are working on real things with us. These are some other examples of Ceylana's work in particular, and things that we've been able to incorporate in different parts of our product. Again, her interest, her skill was art, and here's how she was able to turn paper art into digital art and then be able to be used in a real product by, again, 50,000 kids around the world. Greg, tell us a little bit about this one. This was a curriculum example. We had a student interested in augmented reality. And what did she do with you?
She was able to work with me, taking into account things we had already done regarding curricular pieces, and following that example as kind of a template and building an actual step-by-step set of instructions for an AR template that we have that students could build. She walked them through the whole thing and explained what AR is all about. She did this specifically for younger students, elementary level students, and she did a great job on it, incorporating our friend Matteo, who you see there on this slide, who's our mascot, as it were, for the younger students. But she did a great job with this.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you. These are some other examples of social media images that students created that we actually posted on our Twitter feed, on our Facebook page. This one is a particular example of a student that was interested in coding. He actually coded our login page to be animated. And when you click on something and it loads, there's a little cute phone loader that will go round and round. He coded that. He created that animation and coded it into our product because that was what his interest was. There's others that were more interested in marketing and writing. We heard about blogs. So even though we're a tech company, of course, coding can be the internship and the internship interest and focus, but there's so many other opportunities for a student to work with us because as in any business, there's all of these different parts of the function. So this was a student that worked on an event planning project, a blog writing project, creating some banners for us to have and put up at conferences, things like that, that are some great examples there. So Doreen, tell us about the structure. How does it work?
So mainly the internship is based on what students are interested in. So students will tell us what they are interested in whilst they complete the application form, and based on their interest, we assign them tasks that are available in the company. So we look at projects that each group of team members are working on, and based on the students' interests, we assign them tasks based on their interests. And the program is also very flexible. You heard some students talk about how the flexibility of our program. So based on their time or their availability, we schedule their tasks according to that. So you tell us how much time you have to work with us, and then we plan your projects or your task around the time that you have to work with that. So we are very flexible when it comes to time. And then also all the interns tasks are recorded in a folder we call their portfolio. So as you know, our internship is a virtual one. And so we have organized folders for each intern, and they keep all their work in that folder. And so as mentors, you can actually go into the folders to see what interns have been working on, or what past or present interns have been working on. And the interns are also given the opportunity to give reports just like members of the team. So we don't treat interns as students. They are part of our team once they join our team. And so just like we give weekly reports on Monday on meetings, they also have the opportunity to do the same thing. So they also give weekly reports just like we do.
Perfect. Thank you, Doreen. And in terms of the process, and I can just go through this briefly, you're here because your students have already completed a step in this process, but the first step is to submit an application, and we're going to give you the link to that application. We can put it in the chat as well. But step one is for your student to apply, tell us who they are, what they're interested in, and that they are wanting to intern with us. Step two is for mentors and adults and teachers and parents who are involved in that student's life to watch this video or attend another live forum that we have. have. Step 2 is an interview. I will tell you, we have a lot of students that apply, but then they don't respond to emails or they don't show up for the interview. They cannot apply or they cannot work with us unless they respond to emails or they attend an interview. So that's a key step in the process, is attending your interview. After that interview, based on what we hear from them and you know, everything that we analyze during that interview, we will give them an offer to join our company as an intern. Typically, it starts with 6 weeks. It can be extended to more, or it could be less if that's, you know, based on their schedule, but that's typically what we start with. And then they kick off their internship with a Monday morning meeting. We have an all-team Monday morning meeting. Ideally, the students are joining that virtually every Monday. Of course, we recognize with class and with school schedules that may not always be possible. But if they are able to, they get to be a part of the whole team experience, meet the whole team, and then continue working on their projects. So that application that I was talking about is a very simple Google form, but it does have some questions that are important to help us understand where your student is. So scan that code if you'd like. Doreen put the link in the chat as well. We will make sure that we have that link shared with everybody again. If you have additional students, I know we have several teachers in the room with us today. If you have additional students that you think would like to apply, please do share that application with them. But last but not least, what we need from you. And the response, it's not a lot, it's just a little bit of help that we would really appreciate from you as the adult in your student's life, because it's virtual. We are not having your student come into our office and we don't see them face to face. So because it's virtual, you're seeing them face to face, you have much more of a relationship and interaction with them. Here's a few things that we need from you. I'm not going to read through all of them, but I will say one of the most important things that you can do to help your intern is ask them about their internship on a weekly basis. How's it going? What'd you do this week? What did you like? What did you not like? Did you respond to Doreen's emails? Did you respond to the messages on Slack? Are you sure you're attending that meeting that you're supposed to be attending? Some of those kinds of questions are all it takes to help your student remember that they need to respond and communicate with us, especially because this is a virtual only experience for your student. But be their cheerleader, be there for them. If they're struggling through a project, tell them to ask you, of course, but also to ask us for help. We don't know if they're struggling unless they tell us. So please do encourage them to share that feedback with us. If they're not enjoying something, tell them to talk to us. That's what we're here for. We won't know unless we hear from your student. So the biggest thing I could tell you is please encourage your student to respond to emails, respond to Slack, and communicate with us proactively on anything that they're working on during the internship. I do want to make, I know we're going to pause our recording so we can have questions, but I want to put up our contact information here again for all of us that might need that. Feel free to reach out. Doreen is a phenomenal mentor and research support for all of our interns. She does run our internship program start to finish. Even though the interns will work with many of us on the team directly, Doreen is their point person. So please do make sure you can save her email address, ask her any questions that you have. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. We're going to stay on for a few more minutes to answer any questions if we have them. But thank you so much for your time today. And again, this was the MadLearn Internship Forum for mentors, parents, teachers of potential interns at our company. So thank you all for being here, and have a great rest of the day.